Alright, let's get into it. Brightness, everything's pretty mid-tone, high tone. I think everything's pretty good. English, subtitles, yes. Quality, performance, we'll go with quality. I hear the graphics pretty good on this. Alright. Um, Cosmetic, oh, you can, okay. Also, there are like unlockable outfits and weapons, okay. Combat will not pose a challenge. Focus on mystery solving exploration, challenging combat. We're not allowed to use Nightmare right off the bat. Significantly challenging combat. Leveraging items, familiarity, game mechanics is essential for survival. You know what we're all about on this channel, so let's go.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Oh, in the interest of time, I'm gonna have to skip this whether I like it or not. Agent Nightingale. Hey, he won't even show his face either. Okay. I mean, the audience wouldn't know unless you played Alan Wake 1. But I already know it's Nightingale. Hmm?
Already gone.
Wait, is that Nightingale for real? Like, is he normal? Or is he one of the Taken? I literally didn't check. Like, I wanted to go in this game so blind. I never even paid attention to any spoilers or anything for this. Or even tried to watch a full first episode of it. Oh shit. Is that Alan? That looked like Alan. But the black and white still image looks like Alan. Try sprinting. Hey, Fatty can run. What, Fatty? 2 more miles, 2 more miles. And he loses an extra 6 pounds. What the? Okay. Checkpoint, okay. Game saved to a checkpoint right now. Yeah, that sounds like we're taking. So I'm guessing Nightingale isn't what we're taking then. But that almost makes no sense. No, they are taken. They are taken. Holy shit! Hunting season complete. Oh. Well, that's what I call one hell of an opening. It never goes much like this.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Work stuff.
It's not your fault. People get all
Well,
murdery,
Dad and I are
Mom.
just watching the latest
That
episode of Night Springs here. Mom,
okay.
it's so good.
No spoilers.
Oh my
I'll let
goodness.
you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a
Is that a
coincidence
Twin Peaks
that another
reference?
body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up.
I like how it's Sam Lake's face, but it's also
Here we are.
what's his name again? It's Sam Lake's face, but it's I forgot his name. Sylvia McCarthy's voice, which was the
A deputy
original
was supposed
how they
to be
did on
here
Max
to show
Payne
us to the
1.
crime scene. There's the car.
Okay.
So where's the deputy?
Nah, I want to take out motion blur. I want to take out motion blur. Motion blur, fuck that shit. Film grain, fuck that shit.
By a bear? I'll check out that map.
Yeah. Invitation. Ooh! Nah, okay, that's nice. They still do the control headlines thing.
Memorizing.
Okay, so that's the dodge.
Up by the trees.
Can't pull out a gun yet. Nothing impresses.
I should take a look at that map.
Okay, charm slot lets you equip charms to enhance Saga's abilities. Only charms can be equipped in the charm slot. Okay, I figured. Let's see, handgun ammo. Quick slot, standard FBI sidearm, semi-automatic with low recoil and moderate stopping power. Logan's charm, her daughter's charm, increases max health. Why does... That is inaccurate. Okay, so the quick menu... Okay, so O pulls out the flashlight. Okay. Triangle for menu. Box doesn't do anything yet. Map. Nightmare Territory. Pick up the Cauldron Lake map.
I think I hear someone.
For some reason, this reminds me of Silent Hill map. Come on, let's go.
Hey, over here.
Oh. I wonder how much more dialogue they would have had if I didn't show up. Okay. But who was he talking to? He's definitely talking to somebody. Unless he's one of those people who think out loud to themselves.
Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson.
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Yes, they do.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan.
Mm-hmm.
I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene.
Okay, that's who he
He's
is
not
talking
what you
to.
call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
You know what? Everybody makes mistakes, so I'll let that pass. I could use a briefing. Any witnesses at crime? Give me the
What can you
briefing.
tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, but you know, inside.
The small town police, they're not used to crimes like these. Any witnesses?
Were there any witnesses?
There were
Yeah,
two in the opening.
A couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Boyfriend and girlfriend, what do you think they were doing?
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton?
Someone sounds like they had a pretty
Well,
boring
don't
life
worry.
growing up.
Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
We need to talk to those witnesses. Let's
I
take a
wanna
look
see
at the
the
body.
body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here. Wait.
Yo, the graphics are
They got it, Thornton.
pretty good. Like, look at the detail on the trees, the character. Saga, okay, Saga doesn't really look at the camera. Okay.
Are they gone?
Alex Casey.
Towners. We can handle this ourselves if they just stay the hell out of it. All of them.
Shut up, Thornton. They can still hear you.
Just saying. You know I'm usually a calm person. Yoga 3 times a week. But these goddamn city folk always think they know everything. It gets on my fucking nerves.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Yo, I like little stuff like this. They make the game feel so much more alive, the world so much more immersive when you have these little segments here. Cause we could've just walked past him and start hitting him down and
Before we
skipped
get
all
to the
that.
crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
The infamous Cauldron Lake. You can access the case board inside the Mine Palace.
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board.
But what's around us? I mean, we have a couple stuff to investigate and see. Oh, that's her daughter, Logan. Well, first of all, who names their girl child Logan? Isn't Logan a boy's name? I'm just saying. That would not be my first option. And that's Logan's dad. A giant tree. Which I've seen that tree advertised. It should be in Cauldron Lake. And they've hinted at a saga having ties to Cauldron Lake. Or the town of Watery. This might fly over the heads of some people if they're not fans of the original Alan Wake, and also like paid heavy and close details into Control,
Everything we know
of
about
which
the
those
previous
two are
murders.
like I love those games
Worth
a lot.
taking another look.
Okay, so what do we have here? The case board is a mental technique that allows Saga to analyze clues and progress the investigation. Okay. Let's see. Victims. Ted Lane, a dentist stabbed wounds, bloating, bursting of the wrist. All victims reported missing in 2010. No other commonalities. Wendy Davis, teacher body bloated, large chest wound. Percy Wolf's store owner, bursting heart, removed, strange tattoo. Huh. Murder methods. Significant difference in murders. Bloating only commonality in bodies, but not cause of death. Chest trauma, exposure to water, post-mortem. Bruising on the wrists and legs, deep gash on the chest, and let's see, all bodies experience bloating. They're all bloated. Killer profile, post-mortem tattooing of the body. So the person adds a tattoo to the body after they've already been murdered. Murder targets have no discernible common traits. Which means whatever they're being murdered for, it's not a particular goal amongst the victims themselves. They're more like victims of happenstance. Okay. Use R2 and L2 to zoom in. Okay. You can now navigate the chessboard by pressing. Yeah, I get that. I get that. I get that. Nothing I haven't. Found in Cauldron Lake 2018. Wait, this one was found in 2010 and discovered. This one was missing since 2010. Discovered 2 years after. This one was found 6 years later. This is probably close. Okay, can't really identify the tattooing. So how does this? I know this is talk to someone. A series of murders have occurred, finding the connections. Well, if they're all, first of all, from Nightingale, the way it happened on the beginning, it would appear that the murders are ritualistic. Map. Your car. Okay. So we have two goals. Get the crime scene, meet Deputy Thornton. We've already done that. Case, no files. And there are no files around here. But so far that's all we know. There's really not anything to go on. Doesn't look like we're gonna get anything.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
And this is the infamous Cauldron Lake. For those of you who have played on the original Alan Wake, you know this is where all the evil comes from. Come on, Nightingale, let's go. Like about 2.5 hours till my trial of this ends. So,
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Real funny, Anderson.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old. Whoa.
okay. Oh, what do we have here? Mirror Peak. This is, again, I've never really watched it, but from what I've seen of it, this is another Twin Peak reference. A mighty mountain in the distance is no other than Mirror Peak, the iconic landmark overlooking Cauldron Lake. From the right angle, its beauty was reflected the calm surface of the lake, mirroring in all of its inverted glory. Come on, come on. I'm guessing that's another Twin Peaks reference. Maybe I should watch that show. Since, you know, it's what's inspired, more or less Alan Wake 2.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
I don't know, I'm a nature lover, myself.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
I'm completely heading down a different path from this guy. Oh, but we can hear him through our walkie-talkie. Oh, wow. Entering inside your mind for clues and stuff is seamless. Wow.
I'm gonna go check something out.
I didn't expect
Be
that.
right back.
Got it.
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Shootouts with the mom?
I'm just doing my own thing, don't mind me. Okay, this point is locked. Can enter here. Alright, Thornton, Deputy Thornton, take us to the body. And by take us, I mean I'm gonna try and go ahead of you. Which way is he gonna go? He's heading this way? Okay. No, I think I see it. Ooh. Yanni's laid out like a cross, so you gotta be kidding me, tell me this isn't really ritualistic.
Well, he didn't touch nothing, you know. procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tar. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
Ah, freaking called it. You've unlocked your first key image. Yo, what's up, Yogurt? How's it going, man? Welcome back, welcome back. So I guess I can just pin this anywhere. Right? I can just pin this anywhere. Uh-huh.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town.
Howdy, howdy. How's it going, man? Okay, another body's been found in the woods near Bright Falls. Perfect timing. Need to see if this is linked to the killings. We're here to investigate. Objectives are viewable in the case board. In the case board in your goal. Go to goal. Okay. You are now free to examine the case board or leave to complete other objectives. Okay, nothing in the files. Nothing here. Find evidence. I'm alright. Family that was in town just left. It was nice to see them again. I haven't seen them in person since before COVID. Oh, that's nice. That's nice that they finally visit you. Wait, COVID, that was like 2020. That was 4 years ago. What took them so long to visit? We're pretty much on the same page. My mother came over, that's why I wasn't streaming so soon. So I just waited till she left to go to a funeral. Now that she has, I just picked this up. Okay. You can collect clues on the bodies to progress the investigation.
The killer left the heart right next to the body. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Inside stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Okay then. Is that all there is? But that is Nightingale from... That's Nightingale from the first game. Newly discovered clues can be placed onto the case board. Right next to it.
That's not right.
Probably want it somewhere in the middle? Is that where I should put it? Oh, new discovered clues can be... Let's try putting you... No, I gotta figure out a way to put that. In the middle.
Heart
Okay.
removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
So then we have a look into the victims and what they have in common. Clues have resolved open questions, unlocked a deduction. As you advance the investigation, new questions will be unlocked, updating your goal. You can check the updated goals by pressing, learn more about the victim, learn more about the killer. Okay, so from what I'm looking, right, this isn't anything groundbreaking, or it doesn't come off as described like how well it is described by LA Noir. However, it looks like Remedy in this game is experimenting with this. So maybe by, let's say, Alan Wake 3 or something, we'll see a much more refined version of this whole investigation thing, which I would like to see more of. You are now free to examine the case board. So talk to someone. Okay.
Who is our victim? Who killed him?
Agent Robert Nightingale.
Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers?
Potentially. Or multiple witnesses that we haven't identified yet. Who knows? And then what do we have here?
Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera?
Now, as much as I love Remedy, I'm not afraid to criticize them, though. So far, this investigation has been handling this stuff. I wonder, like, if it reaches a point where, like, what we discover is completely up to us, and like we can totally miss stuff, and if we miss it, then that affects the story of the investigation or what conclusion we come to. Kind of like The Witcher. Like, if you're doing stuff in The Witcher, you can 100% miss stuff when you're investigating something, which can affect the outcome of the quest in multiple ways. So I wonder if they're like going for something like that. Because to me, that's what the like peak made what Witcher very interesting. So let's say you're investigating something in Witcher, but you already know the conclusion in advance. If you just rush to the end and don't discover stuff, it's gonna impact how that quest is gonna turn out. Which means that a lot of times, no 2 or 3 people have the exact same playthrough. And it's completely possible to miss a lot of stuff. Okay. So we can collect the 2 clues around here, right? But the holder showed free, a place for free. So there's still 1 clue. There's still 1 clue that we're missing. I'm not too sure. The holder showed free, so I'm assuming there's a clue somewhere around here that I haven't discovered. Now, let me adjust the mic a bit. Yo, how does my audio sound? Is it clear, crisp? Okay, so we can... Yeah, we're kind of allowed to look around a good bit. That is nice. Oh, I think...
Wonder what's inside. I should take a look around for a way to open this thing.
Okay. So I'm gonna have to look for the combination. And then I can open it. Okay.
A creepy twig sculpture?
Interesting. Double triangle. Is there any other
I'll be back in a
clues?
second.
Roger.
Let me take that out. Now, it would have been more interesting if like dark was really dark, that you had to have the flashlight.
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
Okay. Triangle going down. That's one. Let's see, let's investigate. Side to side. Oh, no problem, man, no problem. Let's see. Double triangle to the side. And in double invert, up and down triangle. Up and down triangle. Triangle on both sides. Triangle on both sides. Dual triangle. What in the heavens? What do we have here? Yeah, Shep is being a pain in the ass at the moment. They, well, I don't think no owner ever not went through that, honestly. They're so sweet, lovable, adorable, and loyal, but they have their moments. Let this be a warning to you, fellow trespassers. They say the lake is a caldera something formed by an erupting volcano or a sinkhole. It leaves in its wake, but left in its wake. But if it's not true, what if it's something else? Something less natural and more man-made, intentional. I say the lake's not formed, it's designed and it's a purpose. The lake is hiding. The lake is a hiding place. Beneath a calm surface lies secret machinery ready to be activated at the press of a button, and the people with the button, they're in the big house by the lake, preparing. I know it. First drawing, waterline. First drawing, waterline. Real caldera is made from a volcano and then lava. First drawing, waterline. What? Oh, okay, okay. What's going on here? Waterline, real caldera is made from a volcano lava. Second drawing, waterline, engineered structure, strange machine. This is hinting at the true nature of the lake. Again, it's not a lake, it's an ocean.
Hey,
You know,
Casey. What's the far's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson, just one case without the
A triangle.
I don't get it.
I like that one. Okay, double inside triangle. This one comes up, so this is definitely a use. Okay, double inverted triangle and double inside triangle. So we know what we have to use now. Let's see if we can get the combination.
Anderson! Hey, let's get back to work over here, can we?
Was he killed here or brought here after? For display.
But what I don't know is the order in which this. Okay. I understand what I have to use, but I don't understand the order in which I have to use it. Now I'll admit, since I only have 2.5 hours to play this, as much as I'd love to spend time doing this, I think I'm gonna have to skip it. Double inverted going down. Double side going down. Sideways. Then you got the up. So this book is definitely one of the answers. I'm guessing it's one of the triangles going up. Judging by the yellow one. It's not all the same. Hmm. Okay. I don't think we're blocked off from re-exploring or going back to other areas.
Remember Ohio?
Sure. The North Side slasher. But that case was completely different.
The trees, Anderson. He hid the bodies in the forest.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do.
Nightingale.
His name is Nightingale. He was
Yep.
FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Right, because this game takes place 13 years after
Yes, you probably
after Alan
know
Wake
him.
1.
Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Clues discovered by speaking to people as well as examining their surroundings. But there's still one clue I'm missing. There is one clue somewhere here that I know I'm missing. I mean, I can't quite tell what it is.
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
Locked. They really don't want people coming in here.
No, they do not. Let's talk to... Can we talk to Casey?
Anderson.
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. And we worked in cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Okay, so we now found out some information about him. What happened after he got fired? So
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern.
I admit this game sort
Makes
of
me
has a
wonder
slow
what was
start.
going on that year.
Probably something this town
But
lost.
as a Remedy fan, I actually don't mind it. It's just building up.
So what happened to
Common
Nightingale
Order Storm.
after the Bureau let him go?
You know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head. Chased ghosts. until he
It's
fell
okay,
off the
man.
map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet
It's
there's
happened
more to
that
story.
sometimes
No happy
I would
ending.
tune into your stream, Crimson or Sweet, but I'll be busy for like a whole hour. And like I
I
just
think
didn't
that's
say
every.
anything.
Anything clicking yet?
Not sure. Need.
So let's check our mind place. Good. Now we got a lot of stuff. Consistent with the murder. No, he doesn't belong there. Thornton. Yeah, it happens. It happens. The victims. Where do how do I figure out where to put this? For later, for later. Okay, so some of the evidence or some of the clues we pick up can be used right away. Heavy blood splatter. How do you... Okay, I'll admit this is a bit confusing. How do I know where to place what? Okay. So now this thing is... We're still missing one person. Okay. The killers, yeah.
Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
No. I think this goes somewhere else on its own. Casey Nightingale went off deep. FBI fired him. Right. And then Thornton.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Okay, so in order to use the rest of the evidence we picked up, we need to put this into correct order. Tripod found in near body. This belongs to the killers. Because, right. Brought by the killers, for them to record this or something.
Doesn't make sense.
Cooler and beer bottles left nearby. But where would this fit? Nope. Doesn't fit anywhere near there. Let's bring up this one. One of my goals right now, learn more about the killer. Alright. You two have nothing to say. I think I've pretty much investigated everything around here.
I want to walk around for a minute.
You know where to find me.
Okay. Whatever we need to unlock this, we don't have it. We just don't have it.
Hello, this is Agent Anderson and Agent Casey, FBI. We'd like to come in and ask a few questions pertaining to an investigation.
You said hi to someone in chat and then had 10 things happen to us.
Nice talking to you, too.
Come on, open up. I did see this game going up on a deal though. Kind of like that time I bought LSP for $41. I did see this game go on a deal for around a similar price. Oh, what do we have here?
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective.
He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
Oh wait, are we really? So like oh, manuscript. So this is like Alan's book. How am I liking it so far? I really am enjoying it. As a person who like played the original Alan Wake, and I loved it. I watched videos on it after I played the game. And as a person who played Control and pretty much read every book, every note, every detail about the game, discovered all the hidden secrets in the game, you know, this game pretty much is my bread and butter, so to say. Like this past almost 1 hour, we haven't shot anything. All the fact that it's been going back to stuff about the previous games and such, and the way it connects to the Remedy universe, it's just hidden for me. You know, kind of like it's kind of like okay, you know, you love Horizon Zero Dawn, so imagine you played another game that was set in Zero Dawn universe because you enjoyed Zero Dawn so much. It's like you just see all the references, all the clickbacks to it, and this just makes the game that much more enjoyable for you, basically, so to speak. Writing it down. Again, in the interest of time, I got another hour and a half to play this. I'm gonna have to skip a lot of this stuff. I will. I think this game is in my wish list, so the next time it goes on a deal, I can probably see if I get it. There actually is another game set in Horizon Zero Dawn universe. Call of the Mountain, but it's a VR experience, I believe. Where am I even? Where am I even heading? Yeah, the VR game kind of looks very interesting, honestly. I don't think VR is really my thing, though. But it does look interesting. Yeah, not popping a VR headset up. No, I guess it is what it is. There, and I think we already passed through this way. Oh, the VR setup there expensive? Oh, well, that sucks. Even more reason why I wouldn't go and buy it or invest in it. Okay, yeah, we passed this earlier. But like, this game is definitely be my bread and butter, considering how much I enjoyed Control. And enjoyed Control, enjoyed Alan Wake 1, which I do through PS Plus. I do own Alan Wake 1. I just never made the time to play it. Control fucking destroyed you. I don't know. Me and Control, we just clicked. Me and the game's combat just clicked. And everybody else, right? Who?
Still in one piece, Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place.
Oh, that's some nice dialogue. Okay, I want to... Maybe I should go back to the case board. Case... Right, so we got something else. Alex Casey's lunchbox.
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence.
Nope.
Another message.
Oh, interesting. Oh, let's zoom out a bit. No. That's weird. Okay, something higher up. Okay. But our main objective is to learn more about the killers. Let's open up previous murders. I'm still missing one more thing for this. Right. See, I was always half a step away from clicking with the combat. So I got my ass kicked. Most of the puzzles were stupid hard for me. I don't know that. Okay, like, hear me out, right? A lot. I don't know. I just never got. I never quite clicked with the game, which sucks because it's an awesome game. It is an awesome game, and you know what? I mean, I don't know. You can give it another try again if you want to, but if it doesn't fit your style or it doesn't click with you, then that's okay. Honestly, not every game is gonna please or work with everyone because there are games I like that everybody hates, and there are games everybody loves that I just don't enjoy or don't see what everybody else sees in it. Okay, gotta talk to someone. It was just a struggle. Yeah, it'd be like that for some people. It's kind of like me and GTA. Everybody loves GTA, but I see GTA and I just don't feel the interest to play
Did
it.
you know this entire area
I see
is
people
inside
play it
a
and I even
volcano?
get bored.
This whole mountain used to be an active volcano. Imagine the force it took to carve this crater out of the earth. Calderas are pretty rare, so be sure to take it in.
So, essentially, we're standing in the gaping maw of hell.
You got it. I used to love geology when I was in school. I helped Logan build a
Yeah,
great baking soda volcano
I saw
for our
like two of my
science fair.
buddies beat
Cheating on a
GTA
science
5
fair?
from start to
That's
finish,
almost
and
a crime, Anderson.
I'm not gonna say no to quality
I
time
don't
with a
know.
volcano. I mean, my daughter.
I don't know. I never had interest in it like they did. Whereas, like, let's say I see you play Cyberpunk, right? And I wanted to try Cyberpunk. I see Sweet Pain Genshin. Even though I haven't clicked with it yet, I still want to continue trying Genshin. I see my buddies play GTA from start to finish, and I just never feel the interest to play it. So, okay, so what am I missing? Interesting about Red Media games, you gotta use your head. Otherwise, you will get stuck. You will get stuck in certain areas if you don't use your head. The only thing I can interact with is the lock chest. That's the only thing I can interact with that I haven't dealt with yet. Between you and Sweet, you've only made me want to play lots of it more.
They planned for the murder to happen here.
I'm glad you feel that way.
Passing the
Go, give me
time
a
with equipment
moment.
ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
That's weird. I could have swore I heard somebody call me by my first name. I guess I made it. This was somebody else they were calling. You're gonna suck at it so hard. I don't know. Honestly, you should. Jade pretty much sucks at these games. But then she's been using strategy, tactics, and items to go through the game. Missing person, ritual murder, Nightingale. Okay, so I have
Nightingale was
to.
chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something. Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
Okay, so it looks like Nightingale's profile is complete. Victim of the crime. Victim came from the lake. Okay. So what are my current objective? Oh yeah, you honestly. Well, I don't know. You see, you and I, you gotta look at two different perspectives though. I've had, as I've said in my previous stream, 1 decade of Souls game experience. So Lies of P is pretty much very enjoyable for me right now. But I will admit, it made me run the first time. The first time, what you can do is download the demo if you're on PlayStation. I'm not sure if it's on Steam. But the demo is free, it's still there. I played the demo the first time. The thing is now, I went through most of the Souls game without parrying. Except for Sekiro. Sekiro is designed for that, so it's a lot more forgiving in my opinion. Lies of P's parrying is harder, but I don't know. Parrying for me in the previous Souls game was always an issue, so I never used it. So the first time I played Lies of P, I literally got my ass beaten so bad, I uninstalled it and just decided maybe I'm in over my head. You know, because if I can't grasp the mechanics of it, then I know it's gonna be a pain. Because I've just been accustomed to dodging, and I suck so bad at parrying in Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, Elden Ring, that I just decided, you know what, I never parry. I literally go through these entire games never parrying once. Okay, so it's on Game Pass, nice. Nice. So that means you can try it out anytime you want. But I would still recommend the demo. The reason being that the demo was actually harder than the main game. So like I tried out the demo, I eventually made it a good bit through the demo. And when I did go to the main game, it was a lot easier. I think the demo was the original difficulty before they ended up patching it and I wouldn't say making the game easy, but they made things a lot more fair and balanced. But yeah, overall, you gotta understand that Perfect Guard is your friend. But then again, it's not an ironclad rule because you can beat the game. I've seen somebody beat the game without ever parrying or using the Perfect Guard. As you can see, Sweet pretty much uses any and all means at his disposal. Check the lakeshore. So now we can advance the case.
This mug always cheers me up.
But you can pretty much advance the game. You're trying to use any and all means necessary. But for me personally, one of the reasons why this game is so successful,
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow.
Lies of P just hits that
Let's take a look down by
sweet
the
spot
Lead the
that
way.
every person who's played the FromSoft games enjoyed.
Okay,
It hits it in
understood.
spades.
I'll just wait here.
The way certain other games don't hit it.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From a
But
lake,
apparently though, the Liza P
probably
is
looking for shelter.
it's just well refined. The execution and
waiting for
refinement
him.
is
When you're ready, I'd love
generally
to hear
good,
what you put
honestly.
together so far.
Sure.
You'll do whatever it
Nightingale
takes
was
to
out in
win.
the Avon at night.
That's the
Possibly knew.
spirit. That's the spirit.
The killers knew he was here. Ambushed him.
I mean,
Dragged him to the campgrounds.
the whole
strapped him to
point
the
of
table, cut his
the whole point of Soul Game, right, is that you are expected to lose. You're expected to fail. You know what I mean? The game pretty much expects that. It doesn't expect perfection from you. The point is that you never give up. You never give up. You try and try till you make it work or you find a way to win. That is the real essence of a Souls game. Not just being hard for the sake of being hard. Because if you look at it, some people, they try so much that they eventually perfect the game. Like I was doing in my, which I have to, walkthrough's gonna start back this week for anybody who enjoys it. But in my second walkthrough right now, I haven't upgraded my attack power, my HP, or my posture, which is my stagger. I haven't upgraded jack all. I'm still going through the game quite well.
But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job
If I did though, it would be way too easy.
Complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Maybe in me, I need to investigate this area that we are not heading into
Lots of answers for us
just
to
for the
find.
sake of investigation.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Creepy house that we probably should not be getting into. The witch's hut. Okay, what do we got here? Yeah, there are some, but as I've well, you know what? Again, Liza P plays very differently from main Souls game, though. I will admit, Souls, a lot of Souls games, you have to skill your way through them. Liza P, if you understand the game well enough, there are certain tactics and strategies that you can use to circumvent the difficulty. I'll admit that. Because how I ended up finding Jade's channel, and she and I linked up, and so we're playing Elden Ring right now together with her, is that I saw her basically fighting bosses, but in the opposite way of how I've been playing. She was literally using there's a certain specific like shield arm in this. It's almost like an absolute defense. And then she was using a spear. She was using items thrown at the bosses, weakening them, buffing up herself, debuffing them, and running in, like using hit and run tactics. Or as I put it, she was substituting skills with strategy, which, as I pointed to her, that completely flies in the face of everything I've known and learned playing Souls game
lunchbox again.
over the past decade.
Who's leaving these out here?
So even with all Souls game, there are multiple ways to approach a boss fight. Just as a Souls game, it takes a lot more experience and planning to do it that way. I think Liza P makes it more accessible in the terms of what you can and can't use, and how you can and can't do stuff. Personally, you never know what you can do till you do try it, at least. Personally, I would say Souls games aren't for everybody, but I always encourage everybody to at least give it a try. You can kill it with fire. You most likely can. You most definitely can. Actually, one of the most OP weapons is a fire weapon. And inflicting burn status does do good, reasonable amount of damage.
Welcome back, Anderson.
I like how he's sarcastic with you for leaving him and going out and exploring. Okay, which
I didn't
ladle?
know
Cauldron Lake.
trees got that big.
Of course,
A
they can get
witch
even
with
bigger.
no heart. A strange echo of Al murder.
Okay, there is no mystery in Cauldron Lake being named after the cauldron shape, and yet there are many mysterious things about the lake. It being gloomy doorway or to the underworld, or of a witch whose cauldron the lake was really. That's Barbara Jagger, the big bad from Alan Wake 1. Yeah, till her husband Thomas Zane saw the evil and ripped out her heart. Nah, I'm not retarded. I'm not retarded. I might do foolish things, but never was I born retarded. Oh wait, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's right here. It's freaking right here. That has to be the same tree. Nah, never was I born retarded. That is the same tree. Inside her mind place. Like her mental space where she puts clues and stuff together. And there's like a personal stuff that's in her life. Now there's a photo of her daughter, probably her kid's dad. That looks like the same tree. Yeah, it looks like the same freaking tree.
If only the rest of the Bureau knew what a softie Casey is.
Oh no, it's not. It's not the kid's dad. It's Alex Casey. What?
11 remaining.
11 remaining, but that's not Sal's
Mom
voice.
may be gone, but whenever I read this, I feel like she's still here.
Okay. Okay, got another hour and something minutes to go. Another manuscript.
There's a piece of paper on the ground. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
Makes no sense.
This paper's acting funny. That looks like a manuscript, and we know Alan wrote a lot of manuscripts in the first game.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading the words. These words felt like a message. Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
Okay.
I should profile Nightingale about this page.
Okay, so let's... Right, so we can enter the mind place now.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now.
So he was released as a
The awful
plot device to...
You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
Interesting. Return to the investigation site.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last.
Most
The
likely
first
written by
step
Alan
down into
himself.
terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the
He's still in
threshold.
that cabin writing.
Reading the
In
words,
from the end of the first
these
game.
words felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here. What they were doing. Someone playing a game with them. Leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them. Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
Okay.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Rob.
I gotta admit, the voice acting is phenomenal, honestly. I can't go inside here. Manuscript pages. Well, what do we... Okay. Right.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Let's take a step back. Put this here. Nice, so now this one is complete.
Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
And this is Sarah's report. Okay, now we're slowly unlocking more of the map.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design?
You made it back.
All the above?
It's all
Yes, we
about
did.
Control. Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
So now we...
Stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
So now we have to... What are our goals? Ask the deputy to move the body. Okay. So I'll talk to Deputy
I want the
Thornton.
body taken back to town for a proper examination, ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town.
Sheriff Breaker?
And I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Like Sheriff Breaker from the first game, but he said ye, so... I'm guessing this... Like female Sheriff Breaker's uncle. Shortcut.
Thanks.
Okay.
Right Falls and talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
But there's something that I want to check. I know there's an particular area here. Investigation. I still got another hour and 10 minutes, so I'm not trying to waste too much time. I remember the locked gate being over there.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
Shut your ass.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance. Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
That is true. That's the first thing I originally thought. It's one of the first things I thought.
There's
what do we
another
have
lunchbox.
You... Oh, I hate when games do this shit to you. You miss what you're supposed to press by an inch. Okay. Well, there is some reward for going off the beaten path. Which Alan Wake 1 did have. But there's more, either just manuscripts. You're... You could that one.
Can't fit the clues all together yet.
Then by all means,
Heart removed.
take a
tripod,
bow, say goodbye,
tracks leading
and get
to a
some
dead
rest, bro.
end.
A tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Oh, now you're getting it. How long have you been up, bro? Oh, well, appreciate it, man. But what? I just got... Okay, glitched out for a moment.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Oh, 7 hours. You've been resting for most of the time. Granted, there is a time difference, so it's 12 past 3 for me right now.
I can't get that manuscript.
Come to think of it, I got Elden Ring later with my brother, because he asked for my help.
Damn impressive work.
So after this is done, I'm gonna...
With your technique, these hunches.
Give me a moment, let me check something real quick. Oh, no, he's not online. Okay, he's not online. Alright. It's just afternoon here.
To get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway.
What time is it for you? I know,
Get a feel for the town.
different parts of America, different time zones. Sweden is like 2 hours behind me. No freaking way. 1, 2, 3.
The diner's just up the waterfront.
You're literally 3 hours behind me. Oh, so it's still early in the day for you. Yeah, it's after 3 right now for me.
That concludes our debate on whether pets should be allowed at this year's bake sale.
Oh man, Remedy always giving you stuff to investigate. Interview the witness in the diner. Actually, you're almost the same distance of time with me with C-Dude, because C-Dude lives in the UK, so C-Dude's always like 4 hours ahead of me though, not behind, ahead. Sweet is 2 hours, so in Texas they're like 2 hours behind me. With who else in Jade, they are usually 1 hour behind me. That's why whenever I go do notifications,
I need something to cut this.
bolt cutter. Well, neither do we actually. We don't have daylight saving down here in the Caribbean. The historic Elderwood Palace Lodge or Bright Falls. I'll read all this when I buy the full game, and I have all the time in the world to read it as much as I please, because that's the type of gamer I am.
Just a few more days.
But this isn't where we're supposed to go. We're actually supposed to head for the diner.
Hey there.
Oh hey, how you doing? Just a small town, yeah.
How much coffee have you had today, Charlie? Don't know, don't care.
Remedy's always been wacky with their games.
How much have you had? Not enough. That's how much. Never enough coffee. Oh, rich, bittersweet answer.
Oh dear diner.
Oh dear.
Yup, where the original Alan Wake started.
The FBI.
Free.
Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff.
Tim Breaker?
I'm set for coffee.
You know I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say,
It is
I'm
Tim
happy
Breaker.
you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker's either brother or uncle, one of them.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the book.
Okay, due to the free audio, best I have all of them in camera range.
They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time. We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. But it's slowed down ever since Cauldron Lake was fenced off.
Let me guess. Missing person cases spiked around 2010. The fence was built just after.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Anything else?
Can't believe that happened. Still feel like I'm gonna be sick.
Come on, Ed. Have some pie. Don't take your mind off things.
Okay. I remember the jukebox.
Down, Ed. You know how touchy these rural types can be.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about.
Okay, they're the witnesses who survived.
What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York.
Oh shit. Oh boy, here we go again. A writer. A creative writer visiting Cauldron Lake. Yeah, I give you a 25% chance you're gonna survive this.
Research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some tea. Perfectly legal.
Yo, as an Alan Wake fanboy, Remedy fanboy who played the game, I know the significance of all what she's saying. And how absolutely she ought to get in the car, turn around, and head out.
So what
immediately.
did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake.
Aw.
He was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
We were shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted. and call the cops.
Okay, okay, he did the right thing.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The realistic murders on...
The masks and knives aren't enough.
Thank you, thank you.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree."
Okay, so now we have a name for the cultists.
Oh, and then we found her. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
Okay, 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 okay. But yeah, having replayed the original Alan Wake, you know how significant it is to be a... Wait, what? What? Oh no,
Profiling
okay,
may give
okay.
me the answers I need.
It's not... Okay.
Rest easy, buddy.
Oh, so these taxidermy deer heads are collectibles. That's why I said 11 more to go. Yeah, do you remember the original Alan Wake did have collectibles? Granted, they weren't of any significance. They were just collectible for the sake of collectibles.
I'm missing something.
Bright Falls.
I should try profiling.
I want to investigate first. We can profile after. The little boys and girls room.
I can't get through this.
Yeah, because you know, if you're a writer, a painter, or artist, poet, you do not anything creative and artistic. Oh, you do not want to set foot in this town. So the fact that she's a writer and she was running through the Cauldron Lake, specifically woods. Oh, but that's just a recipe for disaster. Okay, caseboard. There's nothing here for this. So previous murders. Right.
Think.
We're still missing one person to talk to. I got the map of Bright Falls now. Okay. Let's profile.
The cult of the tree. What are the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace.
Okay, another hour to go.
The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree badge, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists.
Hey, well, our powers of deduction seem borderline supernatural.
The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with the murder. They were telling the truth.
Okay. I don't have anything for this part. So let's... This goes here. Right. Interview witness at the diner. We've already gone through everything over Nightingale. Everything over these two. and then I don't have any other kind of evidence or so on. This one looks complete. Right.
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer. I need to know more about the Code of the Tree if I'm going to shut them down.
And from what we previously investigated, we found the mask, the deer mask, and the triangle. So let's zoom out. Cult goal, we don't know that yet. What kind of cult?
Okay.
Cult psychology. If they hide in their faces, they aren't established enough to operate openly. Connection to Deerfest. Possibly. Now there are 5 clues we have to figure out in that line. Cultly symbols. Okay. We still have to interview witness. But they are by far the only witnesses around here.
How can you be so calm?
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need
Hand
to
it
hand
over. Give it here.
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
Yep, that's mine now.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream.
Rose.
Saga Anderson.
No, somebody right here.
I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV.
No, that's not possible because we talked to her daughter earlier, at the beginning of the game.
You're mistaken.
Her daughter Logan called her.
If you say so.
So that's not possible. We talked to her daughter at the beginning of the game. Okay, more evidence. Cultly symbols, yes. We're still missing a few. New objectives. Examine Nightingale's body. Go to the sheriff's station.
All set?
Yeah, we're all set.
Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go.
Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The Cult of the Tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
And we found a
this
big
Cult
tree
of the
earlier.
Tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. Sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something.
Played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Okay. I always distinctly love the dialogue in these games, honestly.
Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true.
What did you say, buddy?
Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible, but it's best not to take it personally.
Okay. That's not in any way comforting at all, to be honest with you.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the
Let us
morgue,
in.
all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look
Let
as
us
soon as
in.
possible.
Let us
way, Sheriff.
in.
I'll be right with you, sir.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station.
Just here to
Anything you
pay
need?
my
Let's
ticket. Whenever you're ready to take my money.
look around as I please. You never know what you'll find.
Locked up an innocent man.
Oh, really now? What happened to you, buddy? Hey, stay-ups.
I swear I didn't do anything.
So why are you in there? Hmm?
They're a lying bunch of bastards. You believe me, right?
I don't even fucking know you, buddy. How can I believe you? You're not making any sense. It is nice though that they let us like investigate, go through all these parts. To me, it just adds more character to the game.
Whenever you're ready to take my money.
Oh dear, I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods.
What in the...
Guide also bear season. Oh no.
Okay.
Bear. Help.
Okay. Oh.
Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh wow. Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices. That's right. I'm Ilmo Koskela, voted best coffee roaster / tour guide by Coffee World magazine, and I'm here to give you
Remedy and their antics, I swear.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget.
Okay.
I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week. But you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
I mean, I share a PlayStation account with my brother and a friend, so
Something about more.
I completely get what you're all going through. Cut costs at any cut costs by any means necessary. Okay. What do we have here? Not Jackney squat. Okay, we got something. Breaker? Breaker, is that you? Is it? No, it looks a bit young to be here.
Okay. Let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me? The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up. There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing?
On the heart.
How'd they manage that?
Permanent marker.
Uh-huh. They did leave something inside his chest.
Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy.
Anyway, investigating someone's mind, please. Grab this case file. Open up a whole new section of the investigation. Okay.
Doesn't make sense.
Take a step back. Ritual writing. Anything to learn from the body. That would probably go here. Cause of death. Looks like they put up a fight before they restrained him. Ritual writing goes up here. I'm not an idiot game.
Text is smudged. Looks inverted. Heart can't have been marked before removal.
No, we clearly saw they took it up first. There we go.
There's definitely something in his chest.
So that part is complete now.
Did the killers leave it there?
Right, so we gotta go through his chest. That is bullshit that is bullshit that they didn't give Saga a glove. I think that's an oversight. Cause ain't no way you expect me to buy that shit. That is horse crap. And I'm not giving them a free pass for that. That Saga doesn't have gloves, medical gloves on her hand right now.
Saga didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case.
She basically took some of the body from the gaping wound where they cut out the heart, but she only used the tweezers. But her hands were exposed when she put her hand with the tweezers in it. Now she's reading the note with the bloodied note from in his chest with her bare hands. That is quite stupid considering in this situation they would use gloves. I'm just saying.
I have them right here. No, wait.
Sheriff?
What the hell? Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
For what?
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light.
Yep, if you've ever played Alan Wake 1, you know, a light is your best friend. It's the only place you're ever safe. Try to stay in the light and avoid being detected by the enemies. Then you recover HP. Okay, not fully anymore. But you did recover a lot of HP.
He can't see me in the light.
Interesting.
My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Safe havens will restore some of your health. If you leave or attack from a safe haven while in combat, it will become temporarily unavailable.
Gotta move. Now.
Oof. Oof. Okay, took him down. Good.
Vanished.
No, he didn't. End of the chapter. Okay, that's a nice way to kick off the chapter. Yeah, that is gross. Like I said, I'm not giving them a even though I love Remedy Entertainment, I'm not giving them a free pass for that. I'm definitely criticizing them on that one.
But he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're gonna do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this.
Look at you.
There's
Yeah,
no
what happened to
rational explanation to what we just saw.
Not a fucking
To blame
tall.
this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit.
No.
This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward.
I don't know, most people seem to think these dialogues are cringy or something, but to me, Remedy has some of the best freaking dialogue.
These
I
pages
always
are
laugh, I
important.
always like, what?
Breaker dropped one before he disappeared. Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He
Probably.
seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster.
Something straight out of a horror book.
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal. Their purpose.
Take a look around for
There's
clues.
one of the pages on the floor. The heart is gone too. Did the fucker take it with him?
Oh man, one of the... Oh no, the pretty cop woman died. That's a fucking waste. Okay, let's see if we got a manuscript. Oh no, we didn't. It's still over there.
Must be locked from the other side.
Okay, fine, let's grab it.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale. Into the overlap. Finding a way in would be
I like how you
difficult.
can hear Alan's voice narrating his own
Saga would
shit.
learn how. Stop the monster.
And there's one I
The
didn't read.
autopsy room was a mess, like a bomb had gone off. Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her under the light, pushed past her. The Taken could not see into bright light. The light hurt them, hurt the darkness in them, made them vulnerable. I flick the switch, it goes click. Show me the clicker, lights are off, but somebody's home. Hemingway brought you here, witch. Get out of my house, Nightingale shouted. A wave of terror crashed through Saga's head. The awful truth. Nightingale had no heart in his chest, but here he was, killing a monster. The world had lurched out of balance. You found yourself trapped on the far side of the mirror.
Radio, TV. Those are no significant source right now. If you are stuck or unsure how to proceed, don't forget to check the mine place. Or I can just figure out where Nightingale went. Well, clearly he went back to Cauldron Lake.
Can't be opened on this side.
I don't know what this game's thinking. I don't realize that. We just got a page from Alan. If you're paying attention, this is Saga's gonna be back at the lake. Okay. Mm-hmm.
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy. They may be trying to get you involved, forcing you into their twisted world.
Interesting. Doesn't go there. None of this is complete though. Okay, we still haven't figured out. We still haven't figured out where to go. No, not the radio.
That concludes our...
My first ever prank on Casey. A true classic.
Spinning salt on his desk.
10 remaining.
That door exits to my place. Let's see. No, nothing new on Nightingale here. So let me check the other files. No, nothing new. Previous murder, Cult of the Tree. Here we go.
A dead man turned into a monster. Light
That's what we
as
were
a way to
missing.
fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation.
Not a damn tall.
This is the case we must solve.
And then we have the evidence we can finally use here.
Right.
No, we don't have anything on Cult of the Tree. Murders at Cauldron Lake.
The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting.
Really? We haven't found anything for Casey's lunchbox, so... Yeah, officially got another 30 minutes. Yeah, the game just reminded me of another 30 minutes.
The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
Alright, so now we know. How in the heavens are you going to explain the 2 dead bodies?
We heard gunshots. Y'all okay?
Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible.
What?
We'll do what we can, man.
What? You're just gonna put it to them like that and they just gonna...
That's crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything? He's dead.
And then again,
That's crazy talk. Monsters aren't real. What do you mean, the sheriff? Magic? Magic's not real.
and
Need something to cut this.
then again, this town knows there's supernatural shit in there, just pretend it doesn't happen. That I can believe in for a fact.
Terrifying pair.
They're an idiot. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm just not gonna say it.
Hello. My client has been held here long enough. Are you gonna let me speak to them or not?
Just a moment, ma'am. Someone will be right with you.
It's the guy inside here who's claims to be innocent, right?
I want out. Something bad's going down. I can feel it. Let me out.
Well, I can tell you're a smart man.
Do you think I like throwing you in jail every other day? No.
I'm guessing he's a town drunk.
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, Casey?
A smart choice, Anderson.
Me.
Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case. Whoever you can spare. ASAP.
I don't think anybody's coming.
Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead.
Well, I'll be lying if I didn't say that Alan is a son of a bitch at
Nurse
times.
Setter won't roll over on the issues.
Alan can be a son of a bitch. Especially when push comes to shove. He gets very desperate, I would say. Isn't the car can be used to travel between locations? Okay. So now we're gonna use the car to head back to Cauldron Lake.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago.
Okay.
He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Haha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake.
Oh.
The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet.
Oh, shit.
Started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him?
So, that means in the 13 years between this game and Alan Wake 1, there really are people who are aware of what's going on, and they're forcefully trying to bring him back.
His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Again, as a Remedy fan, this is very interesting. Because I personally know the games. The Heart. Yeah, they copied that from Control.
The page
originally
says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
Control is
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed.
Control was the version where they started
The writer of these pages
either
knows what will
the
happen.
area you've entered
This, or because they can see what's
the
coming.
mission you're taking place. The name will just
Impossible
pop
things
up
are
on the screen
happening
in bold
A world
text.
operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues. To solve the case.
The really bad thing is this is happening at nighttime.
What sort of cult refers to themselves as a cult?
My experience, they don't.
Hey, hello there.
We're not seeing the full picture yet.
Those restricted areas.
Hello, Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koskela. Fantastic to meet you.
Okay, I think we saw that guy in
Stephen here hired me to show him through the woods.
the TV thing.
He's in town on an important government business, fixing this impressive piece of hardware.
I work for the FBC, ma'am. I'm authorized to be.
I work for the FBC, Federal Bureau of Control. Okay,
And I bet
okay.
you two are here about that murder. Nasty stuff.
Then you're not actually just a maintenance man.
What is this thing?
It's just a monitoring station, ma'am. The Federal Bureau of Control checks volcanic activity and air
Yeah.
You don't need to worry, though. It's mostly for research purposes.
If you know anything about control, you know the FBC, Federal Bureau of Control. They're basically the SCP Foundation.
That's one gorgeous.
They are basically the FBC, or the Federal Bureau of Control, or the SCP Foundation. Maintenance clear sign signals. Okay. Chief Technician. It even has their logo, the Federal Bureau. So they're yep. Just like when we were playing on Control and you found a note talking about Bright Falls and things that happened in this area, they're still monitoring the place. Because this place is a AWE, altered world event, where like supernatural shit happens and they got a mentor.
We're investigating a murder that occurred nearby. What can you tell me about your bureau?
Nothing that isn't classified, I'm afraid. But I don't know anything about a murder. Operations here are run by a different department. I'm just here to make some repairs.
Bullshit.
The wiring on this thing frays every couple months.
Yep, that's the raccoons. They grow real big here with teeth like you wouldn't believe.
And Tim Breaker, the sheriff, he was connected to the FBC. I don't know how you remember this shit clear as day.
Do you know anything that could help us?
People tend to tell me things. The Koskela brothers are kind of a household name around here.
I'd never heard of you from the first game.
If you're looking for some fun, stop by Watery. Just down the road from Bright Falls, there's our Coffee World amusement park. There's sauna ja vihta. And we offer a variety of guided tours, hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever strikes your fancy. You name it, we probably got it.
My mother made this sweater for me. How do you know?
I knew it. My mom used to knit those sweaters for me and my brother. Watery, my hometown, was founded by Finnish immigrants. So between your name and the sweater, I figured your family might be from Finland too. Suomi, Finland, Pulla, Karjalan piirakka.
Close. My mom's family is from Sweden originally. I don't know much about them beyond that. The sweater is just something to remember her by. Thank you.
I'll have you know though, the company that makes the Alan Wake games, Control games, they're actually a Finnish company from
A lot of things about this case keep
from
bothering
Sweden
me.
and places like that, you
But
know.
one thing feels really
So they
odd.
have roots there.
Breaker's disappearance.
This is an interesting detail for people who don't know.
He was about to give more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale? Spontaneous combustion? I don't know. Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve. Our crime scene's drowning.
I never minded the rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.
Or you could just give me a...
We've seen this symbol before.
Good eye.
After we find Nightingale, what then? I've never arrested a monster.
I got another 18 minutes.
Anderson.
You know what I mean. Monsters. Light worked against him at the morgue. That might be the only way to stop him from hurting anyone else. Monsters, overlaps, rituals. What do you make of all of this?
Some crazy shit.
Killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy.
Oh, we already... There's a manuscript where Casey said... Yeah...
You into their twisted world.
But with dead...
Yeah, we already heard that dialogue from Casey. I forgot, if you follow the manuscript manuals, you can know certain shit that's gonna go down ahead of time. Oh yeah, it's okay, it's still there. I still can't figure out how this works. Oh yeah, there's just so many symbols. Again, I'm not gonna bust too much time on this. Okay, follow Nightingale's trail, look around for the crime scene. Look around the crime scene.
Bare feet. Nightingale.
Yeah, bleeding
I'll
us
see
this
where
way.
these footprints lead. Can you comb through the crime scene one more time, KC? Just in case?
On it. If anything comes up, I'll radio you.
Oh, we can pull out our gun. What do we have here? Where does his footprint lead down this way?
The tracks lead into the water. Where'd you go from?
Holy! Okay, no, that. Okay, that got me. I won't lie. that actually got me. I was so immersed, so absorbed. Yo, Barbie Jagger.
What is that? These aren't the same tracks that were here before. They're headed into the tree, not out of it.
Press R1 for the flashlight.
My flashlight burned the dark stuff away. It was covering...
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the witch's hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut. Okay. I trust the pages to lead me to the overlap.
Okay. No, down here. Up is already completed.
Light is the key. To stay safe. But for something more to be revealed as well.
I need to find the witch's hut.
I think the witch's hut is higher up. Yeah, I think I remember it being this way.
This is the witch's hut.
Anderson, thought I saw something in the woods. Probably just a deer, but I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. I found another page. Following up on a lead. Keep checking in.
Roger.
The fuse box is missing a fuse. I need to find one to turn on the lights. The page described the hut being lit and mentioned a fuse.
So somewhere under here I'm gonna find a fuse. Oh, I can see a light up ahead. Okay, from the trailers that I have seen, I know what's coming. I know what's coming next. We're about to have a fight with first proper fight with a Taken. Who does this game think it's fooling? There should be a fuse box somewhere. Point of interest around here. Let me see. Some suspicious spotted if reader. Oh, okay, I think that was a clue I was missing earlier. I'm not even double checking where it's exactly supposed to fit.
That's not right.
It's supposed to fit in proper order. Or unless we're missing something to make it work. I honestly don't want to stop and check it. Let's just continue further up. Maybe there's a fuse box.
Another one of those lunch boxes.
Okay, that might be... Okay, that's for the Casey lunchbox section. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna get it. I don't think I'm gonna have enough time to get it, honestly. So far... chances are I might have to call it quits here.
Think, Saga.
No, wait, that should fit into... There we go.
I know
Overlap.
Nightingale is somewhere around Cauldron Lake.
The tree was a threshold. This place and the dark place. You're in over your head. Next stop, Caldera Street Station.
The threshold. Like a doorway. Leading to Nightingale. It's somehow connected to a tree. Which is Ladle?
Which should come here because that other section is complete.
Is Witch's
Yeah.
Ladle the doorway into the overlap?
Now this section is complete.
If so, that's where I'll find Nightingale.
Okay, yeah, I got another 5 minutes. Still locked. Okay. All right, everybody. And that has been my time with Alan Wake 2. Honestly, as a Remedy, a long-time Remedy fan, I thoroughly enjoyed that. I enjoyed that 2.5 hours. That was honestly amazing to me. Especially all the callbacks to the original Alan Wake 1, as well as the near the end of this stream's links back to Control. That was just amazing, honestly. That was incredible. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed yourself. As I always say, stay safe, take care, and be good. Bye, y'all.